Now what we're going to do on each one of the tapes on the 2000 and that series is in the beginning of each tape put a few minutes of outtakes from the 20 plus years we've been doing windy videos, and hope you enjoy looking back at those years. And if anything comes along that would be a great memory, since we haven't had the adventure of the 2009 Nats yet, if one comes along, we'll interject it into the tapes, and hope you enjoy every minute of the presentation. Now this whole season we've dedicated to our late friend Chicky, the bird that lived in my shop for 6 years and has passed away. We started off the year, before we even went to Brodax, we had to buy a new van. That made the year a little more exciting than it normally would be. And then on our way to Brodax, had an accident with a motorcycle. That really upped the ante even just a little more. So started out being a strange year, and it's got stranger by the moment. I finally, after a long time, got up the time to take what were the Testarossa wheel pants, and I didn't have time. I was sick a lot of the time before leaving for Brodax. We had about a month of constant doctor visits, which I'm not sure we're totally over yet, but finally got the wheel pants on, got a couple of test flights, not many, but we're ready to pack up and go to the Nats. And as crazy as this year has been, as unexpected as it's been, we even added another dimension. We've added some motorcycle parts. We bought a new Yamaha R1, a cross plane, and immediately started making custom parts out of carbon fiber, of which several are on the motorcycle already. And we've expanded our little business to to include motorcycle parts. So we don't know where that's going to go in the next year or so, but we already have the material that we use to make tune pipes, and we've been making mufflers and various other parts. So that's added a little interest to the business, a little interest to my daily routine. And as you can imagine, it's been an exciting beginning of the year. And as we're getting ready to pack up for this adventure, like every year, it's an adventure. And if we knew where we were going, it wouldn't be an adventure. So join us as we pack up the car, get ready to leave for the 2009 Nats, and hope you enjoy some of the little outtakes that'll be on the beginning of each video. Some input from Bob Palmer. What do you think? Do you think those wingtips are the right shape?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you wouldn't put nobler tips on anything for all the money in the world, right? Hey, George, we're talking about you. Forget those noblers, right? Ooh. That's right. And for anybody who doesn't know, Bob Palmer has an all-new design, the T-Bird 4. Gonna have plans available pretty soon. Elliot's gonna draw plans. Bob's gonna make so much money, he's gonna be coming in a limo next year.
And take us all to Dairy Queen every night.
We're gonna take him to Dairy Queen as soon as we get done flying. They said Palmer can only hold one Dairy Queen. We're gonna see if he can hold two. You will today. Yeah. Oh, that's high-tech stuff. Believe me. Oh, George wouldn't even know what that is. No. What's that? Really? Yeah, no, yeah. He's a good motor. Good motors, baby. Well, we got to fly. I hope we got 6 in the order there. I think 4 or 5 left. And enjoy the flight. Let's hope we make it. And then it's off to Dairy Queen.
that as low as it looked?
Yep. Yep, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was low.
Man, them twins sound good.
Now this may be funny in some other time, but the day we're trying to load the van, get the final things put in the van, tomorrow morning we're gonna leave. We had horrible flooding. You can see the whole, I wanted to go even and get gas in the van and everything. It's just horrible here. This is certainly, I think they should change it from global warming to global raining. I don't know, boy, we really are having our share of rain, and we didn't get the fly the week before. We didn't get any. Normally we would get some flying time and trim time, and what we got is bailing the cellar out time. Oh my God, thank God I don't have that rental property anymore that went underwater. But I'm actually gonna have to wait till the end of the day to load the rest of the stuff in the van. I don't even want to load the stuff in the van in this rain. Boy, this is truly the story of the 2009 Nats. It just won't quit. Been waiting all day to load the car, and it's just horrible. And they're saying tomorrow it won't be bad, but I want to get the car loaded today. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is load her up in the pouring rain. This is hard to believe. Hard to believe all the rain. We don't have to water our garden for a month. Well, we had to wait out the whole afternoon for the rain to stop. It's almost, well, it's the end of the day anyway. Amazing how much stuff fits in here. This rack that we made has been working really well. We're gonna try to get to bed early and get a nice early start tomorrow. The van is packed. Well, despite the rain and all the delays loading the car yesterday, this morning the sun came out, the sky is smiling upon us, and it looks like we should have I hope, a very pleasant ride to Muncie. Now we're going to take the Route 80 road just for something different, because as we come out here and we go to Brodax, 2 trips on the same road within 4 weeks. This is a little more scenic, it's a little longer, and it just breaks up the monotony. Guess why they call it area right up in front of us, the Gap. That's the Delaware River Gap, where we're going to be transitioning into Pennsylvania. It's a pretty scenic ride in here. This is the very end of New Jersey and the beginning of Pennsylvania, where it really starts to get nice out in western New Jersey. Now we're wondering if out in Muncie we're going to be able to find some fireworks, because this is the 4th of July weekend. And we're coming up right on the Delaware River. And there's the Delaware River, the beautiful Delaware River. It's actually very scenic going out this way. A lot more scenic than the Pennsylvania Turnpike. In the beautiful state of Pennsylvania, and this is usually about 5.5 to 6 hours of some really nice scenic mountain, up and down the mountains.
No, but you know what they probably, just for essence and fairness to the White House.
Yeah, it didn't take long and we're right back to New Jersey weather. Just can't believe it. This is why we take Route 80 from time to time, just the nice scenery along the road. And we get up into the mountains here and it's really nice and scenic. This is really a scenic ride. But of course the other side of it, it's a long ride. It's 11 or 12 hours, no matter how you cut it. It's a long ride. It's an all day of travel. It's actually halfway to Houston when I think about it. Look at the scenery over here, just beautiful. Purple flowers on one side. It's almost like being in a small plane, like when we would in Bill Lumley with Billy flying a plane out at Brodax. This has been the craziest trip out to Muncie ever. Rain, stop, rain, stop, rain, stop. Like 20 times already. Welcome to Ohio, the great state of Ohio, in between the raindrops. We've been counting the state police. That's number 31. The cops are just out everywhere. The Ohio State Police must be on some kind of... Here's another one up here. Now look how close they are. I wonder if they know they're on windy videos. They're just everywhere. There's no chance on earth that you're gonna that you could speed here. And we told Kent and Shelley the same thing.
These two had done their homework. They had allowed him to.
Can't believe how many cops are out. 35.
They had knocked him off balance and set of outs and runs after every pitch. For a little kid, he had an unusual
37.
And ecto.
This is pretty cool. We not only have cops out in full force, the watercraft, the water police are out giving tickets.
Smile.
Oh man!
Proud of himself for trapping
the state watercraft patrol.
Nothing. Have you ever had any problems with him before?
We're up over 50 already. Unbelievable.
I was an officer in the... Louis enjoyed every minute of it, embracing the language and culture wherever the money. All the...
We just got the high beams that they're shooting radar even... Look at them shooting radar here. Here he is with the gun.
Network of banks that are known for...
You think you're cute? You're on windy video. What's worse, windy video or State Police of Ohio?
The cynical smile. Why would Ross be so interested in coal?
They're just everywhere.
Reading glasses down.
They're like weeds in a garden.
Has he been up to anything that I don't know?
Unbelievable.
Perfect.
Look at this, they're out there.
The bar was hard to miss. The Hawk and Dove was a Capitol Hill institution.
Cops on windy
college,
video.
But hadn't been back in years.
Cops gone wild.
He stepped into the tiny...
Very funny, when I was a kid, we used to count cars on the way out to Long Island to see my grandmother. And when you're in the state of Ohio on Labor Day, on 4th of July weekend, do not speed. We have made it to the end of the state without getting a speeding ticket. This is the most cops I have ever seen in my life. Oh yes, Indiana, where fireworks are legal all year long.
They don't like their picture taken.
They don't like their picture taken. That doesn't include windy videos. Windy videos are okay when you're Amish. It's unbelievable. Even Indiana's on high alert today. Look at this guy. Unbelievable.
Premium edition grills for select hardware stores like Sullivan's.
It's almost like you can't make this up. We come up onto the loop going to McGalliard, and the Muncie police are patrolling. Everybody's out to give tickets away. Unbelievable. This has been a very eventful trip. This is a very long trip. This is a 12-hour trip, what normally is 10 and a half. Because we really couldn't get speeding on this at all. You'd be crazy to speed unless you like to pay tickets. Oh, he's on it, baby. Get that vet going. You're gonna get a ticket. The cops are out to get everybody. Ohio and Indiana, they are out. So this trip took a full 12 hours. We get to the front of the place, and who's waiting for us? Who's waiting for us? Look at his door-to-door service. Look at his service. I can't believe this. We're 12 hours from home.
Who's the other guy? The other guy?
So the world's longest trip to Muncie without getting a ticket is now officially over. And we're gonna unpack and figure out where we wanna go for supper. So after a nice dinner, this is what the sky looks like right now. And we're hoping tomorrow morning. They're predicting rain tomorrow. You still got the Russian engine in the Shark? You didn't put a...
No, it's...
A United engine. What do they use for lead outs on? Not adjustable, huh? What holds this in? Nothing?
It's just a spring, and it's epoxied inside there.
Oh, I see what it is.
I think that's neat. Look at this.
It's not even wrapped, huh? And soldered. Oh my God.
But look.
Yeah, it's like a line clip, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a half a line clip, and it's soldered on, so they can take now. Oh, so you don't need
That's
this.
your line clip. Yeah, you just put your lines on.
But you're going from cable. Let's get this straight here, boss. You're going from cable, that's 034 cable, to a piece of music wire that's got the bend in it, and a little brass tube that's flattened. It's actually pretty cute. But the solder joint, wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be... Well, these guys know more than us. They're engineers or whatever they are. But then Russia's out of business and we're not, so... I don't know who gets the last laugh.
I'm going to go in and put
Yeah.
my jammies on.
Okay, yeah, we may go in the pool later. The pool is still open.
I can't go You don't swim.
They said there was going to be a Fat Man convention tonight. We may go.
I can't get
Well, we may go down and get a flight. You know, look at the sky. Tomorrow it could be our last day. Now, what'd you do? Put stickers on this?
Vinyl decals.
Vinyl decals. All right. What does Jose got on his? Does he have decals or paint?
Jose's,
He used paint?
Yeah.
Ordinary paint?
I think he used Brodak paint. I don't know.
He said to me that when he painted it, it didn't fly. It was worse.
Well, he added 3 or 4 ounces.
Yeah, the weight killed it.
That's why I put these on here.
Yeah, these have to be lighter.
An ounce, 3/4 of an ounce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no appearance points anyway in F2B, so who cares? I want to see how that engine's. I looked at Sergei Belko's when Sergei was, but Sergei's was different. You know, he didn't have a shark. You know, he had his own version of the shark, or it was his own plane totally. Now, when you got this, was this a kit, or was this was built?
Built. It just come look like Casper, gel coat white.
It just had the white finish on it.
Yeah.
But no decals.
Mm-mm. I mean, it's pretty neat the way they do some of this.
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, it's great.
And like I say, the get around here where you can, like I say, the
But you never had luck getting the motor to run right?
it's got a mind of its own, Wendy.
Yeah. That's what Jose said too.
You know.
He said it's like the girlfriend you love to hate. So I don't know.
Wheel pant that's dinged. That's where the wheel pant come off in flight.
In flight it came off?
Yeah. Nice. All I done was just C8 it up. I hadn't. I've had other issues.
Well, enough of the parking lot flying. It's all going to hinge on the weather tomorrow. And tomorrow's supposed to be the only rainy day of the whole week. Well, as we get ready to go down the field, it looks like it's a halfway decent morning, but they're saying by lunchtime it's going to turn to rain and thunder showers. And sometimes on the way to the field you get a 150 car train going by, which this probably can't be that big, but well, we have to set up the tent. That's the priority thing. Get the tent set up, see who's down at the field, shake some hands, say hello. The AMA headquarters in Muncie, Indiana, the AMA Museum, Model Aviation Museum. Welcome to the International Aero Modeling Center. Thanks to our amazing technology, the tent is already up within 5 minutes. Well, if Sparky can't fix it, it can't be fixed. Just drive over it with a motorcycle. You Harley guys are always needing something fixed or glued.
Okay.
Is it rubbing over here? No, no, you're okay.
Pick it up out of the cradle. Yeah, turn it on its side.
Sorry.
You bring a kicker?
I did.
Okay. That all you need, Bob, is the kicker?
I I got a ticker. It's right
Okay.
here.
Where'd it go?
Right here. I know you had it.
Now you'll be back in the air, nothing flat.
Get it ran over to the other side. You can tell where that's broke. Let's turn it upside down and stick off the bottom. What's that word?
You know what this looks like? A snake and a ferret. Glue dripping down into his nose. On your knees, Bunky.
Okay. He's jacked up enough that you can set it in a cradle and not have to hold it.
So pick it up. Come on, show and tell, baby. If you're not going to wear clean clothes to the thing, at least have a new plane every year.
Right. This is mine. That's yours. Where's that glue? Oh, this one? Oh yeah, okay. You pick it up, Wendy.
No, pick it up. I don't want to touch your plane. I may have calloused hands. So give me the show and tell.
Well, when I came to the Nats, it was 52 and a half ounces, and I had Randy make me a special pipe. So now it's probably 51. I haven't got it on the scale.
It won't fly that much worse.
Oh, I know. PA 65.
Well, guys give you a hard time about everything.
PA 65.
All right. So what's not to like?
Yeah, I know.
Looks pretty.
Finish could have been better, but you know,
Yeah, it looks very nice.
for the weight, you got to give up something. So I gave up the paint.
You've hit it right on the head. It's just like if you want to be rich, you got to give something up.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah, it looks real nice. Yeah, we'll walk out and see who's here already. Somebody's got another plane. Oh, it's like Kaz's family. Can't see, I don't have my glasses on, but these, oh yeah, that's Kaz's plane. See what's going on. Kaz's son, I assume, is entering junior. Whoa! Oh! Oh!
Hey!
How are you, my friend?
Good morning.
How's everything? Who's number one Japanese now? Kaz or you? Who's number one's you? He's always number two. I'm number five. He's number two. Terrible.
I'm retired.
Sometimes I'm not even number five. It's terrible.
Your video gets small, man.
Yeah, bleach. Bleach. Look. 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 No, how come Japanese have no blood gray hair?
Right? This one.
What?
Made in China?
Sure, good quality.
Oh, yes.
Good.
I think so.
Not like that Japanese junk. Oy, oy, oy. I bought a Toyota.
No, Honda. You should buy Honda.
No, made in Japan. Ugh. No, it's a good car. Good car. Somebody already hit it with a motorcycle. We put it to the test. Is this a new one, Kaz?
Yes. Very new.
Very new.
Very, very new. Looks same, man. だけど本当は古いね。よしこ。
Look at this one-hand launch. I love this. Great way to hurt yourself. Boy, is that an accident waiting to happen. I'm impressed. Holy mackerel. I've never seen anything more dangerous than this in my whole life. Wow. You're a dangerous man, Kaz.
The man lives on the edge. A little safety conscious and seeing that, boy, that was a scary thing. And Kazi's a super expert modeler, world champion, whatever he is, but more times than not, it's Windy that runs the run to the hospital with Lampione's finger or somebody else's hand or parts. Scary stuff. Casminato. Casminato. Casmanano. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, suppose you got, it's dangerous. I said, look, I've already been hit. What about driving up and down this road?
Well, in New Jersey, it's dangerous breathing the air, you know, so it's all relative.
2 years ago, I was almost taken out with a head-on collision.
Yep. Well, we had an accident on the way to Brodax. A Harley guy swide right into the back of my van. Bet it was a real bad day for him.
Yeah. I don't know if you've gotten yours yet, but in New Jersey, we're going to give everybody a fluorescent bulb hanging on their doorknob or something.
For what?
Because to help with this greenhouse gas bit, you know, everybody's supposed to use fluorescent.
All you got to do if you want a green planet is stop making so many people.
I know.
Cut that in half and the whole problem goes
I don't
away.
buy into this garbage.
No, I don't either.
The weather changes, the climate changes, it always has, and it always will.
Besides, it's time for us to become extinct anyway. We've been around too long.
Hey, people talk about extinction. Hell, if that asteroid hadn't taken the dinosaurs out, what would we be?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're sort of thinking, where they're trying to take the country, or what they're trying to, it's scaring the hell out of me. I'm just glad I'm getting to the point now. I feel sorry for the young kids and I have to look at the whole lot.
Now, Kaz just flew. This is his friend, Yoshi.
Okay.
Not Yoshi, can't even remember.
Hanging on the doorknob.
Yeah, they didn't give me one.
Wow.
Anyway, Hiki was at Brodax a couple of years ago with Kaz. They had a great time, and we got to know him a little bit, hang around with him.
What do you call it, Hiki?
Hiki, yeah, he was at Brodax a couple of years ago.
Oh, all right.
He's the good flyer. Plus, if you play your cards right, he'll bleach your hair for you. I should find that video. That was funny with Kaz. They bleached my hair in '99. John Davis and Randy and me gave us the bleaching of the century right in the motel room. Very funny. Actually, that's how you build these worldwide relationships. You get to know somebody out at the field and you turn around and they're bleaching your hair. I don't know. Anyway, I hope the state police are having a good vacation after that day yesterday. It was a pretty wild day we had on that ride out here. Never seen anything like that. Never. That is all the trips I've ever made to Muncie and all the trips I've made to Texas and wherever. Never seen more cops per cubic inch. So we don't know what the weather's going to be today. The one weather report said by noon it's going to be rolling in, and the other one said by 10. So who do you know? Who do you believe? We're just going to hang out here until ultimately you know the rain is coming. But then it is supposed to be nice for the rest of the week, so maybe we can get this over with today and then get on with it. Derek Berry. Same as last year's plane, or
Year before.
the blue one?
Yeah.
And what did he do different? Anything? Just put the bigger motor in it?
No, flip-flop the colors.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice to show you how cool I am. I don't want to tell him that.
Did some different letters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks real nice. It's like a front row plane.
It's the best one he's done yet.
Very nice. You're coming of age. I heard all kind of good things about you. You're not in jail. You don't know anybody. You're trying to be like me, Jesus. Don't even go there.
Airplane.
Well, now you need the good-looking wife and the big house on the hill with the white fence. And
He's missing the big girlfriend.
well, I don't have a girlfriend and you don't have a wife, but I won't go there. I got Kent for a girlfriend.
I don't think so.
Plane looks really nice. Really nice. Did a nice job on it. None of that giving away front row points to 2-3 points to the guys. This looks like a front row plane to me, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah,
Am I missing a fingernail in it somewhere?
There's a couple.
They always find where the mouse bit it or something.
Yeah, well, we flew it on the high school parking lot and threw a rock.
Oh,
One little
jeez.
spot. Well, I spent, you know.
Let me see the bottom. Flip it over so I can photograph the bottom. Yeah, I didn't even notice in flying it that the colors were flip-flopped. That's pretty cool. Nice cowling. Nice. And that thing that they're having right now with 3 extra points for inclines is going to buy you a lot. Yeah, it looks good. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Good luck, baby. Ah, I see my favorite plane. My favorite plane, Frank McMillan's Martin Baker. Spectacular. Squeeze it, don't be afraid.
That's right. See
How
how
you doing,
sturdy
Dad?
this is.
Yeah, give that wing a good squeeze, like
I
a
don't
melon.
know, Bob, I don't
You know, you check melons? Yeah. Let's check the torsional resistance under a shoe.
Right.
That's your best one yet. Stop complaining. What's up, Jer?
What motor is that got? 65.
Oh, there's my honey. There's my honey. Frank McMillan's fabulous, Martin Baker. Now I have flown his other one. Now I don't know how many of it always got total, but I flew the other one and it was really a fun looking model. Great flyer. About as scale as, it might be the most scale of them all, I don't know. Boy, is that nice. Got a little thing by the tail wheel, some of the little details. And we've already gotten the some drawings from Keith Trossel that have been scaled up for a 90 size one. Congratulations. Fabulous. Richard's told me it's as cool as a cucumber, man. He's right.
Now, I want to show you.
Give me the show and tell.
Those are those things that I
So
said.
you sent me these already, yeah. Oh, wow. They look perfect. They're a perfect, well, for a sunship size.
That's the crappiest looking P-51 I ever saw.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Al. Al Buck over here. The shading really came out nice. Really nice. That looks better in real life than in the pictures. How much did this one weigh, Frank?
58
58?
or 57, depending on what's in the.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I hope they're going to use a certified scale, not the
I want
the donut one that I use.
I want to thank you for putting me onto Doran.
Good man, right?
Oh,
Say,
yeah.
tell Doran. Doran, you're
Doran,
Doran.
you're a good man.
Give him this. Doran, you're a good man.
The original spinners weighed, of course, they were blocked, handmade.
Right, right.
They were 74 ounces, 74 grams,
Yeah.
which is not bad. These weighed 31.
And did you get to use that muffler at all, even for a pattern?
Which one?
I sent you a muffler too.
Oh no. I used.
Oh, you got a header muffler on
header
there?
muffler, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but without that spinner, you got nothing.
Oh, you gotta have the spinner.
You can't put a plastic spinner on this.
Yeah.
Would not be
Now, you said you were interested.
Yes.
I have extra spinners.
Oh, I'm interested right now.
I have extra.
Just tell me how much. Money talks, and ask this guy. He just spent 12 grand to get this plane down to what, 14 ounces or something. He says with that they'll definitely be able to win the Nats.
I have blanks, 2 and 3 blade, and if you were going to do it, Doran made a mistake and cut a couple with the cutouts backwards.
Well, they fit the Spitfire too.
Maybe.
Oh no, I know they do. They do.
Let's take this off. I'll show you that.
Doran is a good man. I mean,
Oh,
I have never had anything he does for me not work out real well.
It does.
Doran, here's your 15 minutes of glory, kid. The pilot looks great in there too. Who made the pilot? Is that one of yours?
No.
Oh, you can't even make this out of carbon any lighter than this.
No.
No, you may as well not even do it. Not even try.
31 grams. And look at the back plate.
Oh yeah, you got a bicycle wheel.
Yeah, and they're already drilled for pin.
Oh, nice.
Doran's making those? Well, he made a production run. That's it.
That's a light 6.
It's a bigger spinner. No,
This is magnesium, and that feels just as light.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, you can make that lighter. See, but you can make it. You can make carbon lighter than aluminum if everything else is equal. But with carbon, you can't get that little ridge there.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you got a problem. Now you got to make it thicker so the lip is on the back. So you've kind of defeated the purpose of it.
He did a wonderful job with these things.
This, if you could make this lighter out of, there's no way.
There's no
I mean,
way. 31 grams total. That's the back plate, and this and everything.
You'll never make it lighter than that. Unless you make it small, but that's a 2.5-inch spinner.
Well, you got to make this to fit that.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
has to.
no.
If you don't, it doesn't look right.
No, you cannot put,
Oh, Randy's got one.
Randy will tell you the truth. Oh, no, he won't.
No, you just use a plastic nut, and then you take the helium bag, put the helium bag in the spinner.
And when you go to appearance judging, you put on the lead spinner so you get that 90-ounce weight. It impresses everybody. That is nice. Oh, nice. This is your best effort yet, for sure.
This one?
Yeah, for sure. No, if I was judging, this would do me fine. That is nice. Believe me, I got no reason to bullshit you. I'm not a Harley guy, so.
Yeah.
Not a tattoo on my body, but that's nice work. And this I love. Now, Frank had one in '85 that I got to fly. When I saw him launch the plane, I go, oh.
Who made the pilot?
Better.
Oh.
It's an RC pilot. It's, you know those flexible ones that you get? That's what that is, and it's painted.
Yeah, that is. Well, your pilot's nice too, except he can't see out the cockpit.
He's a stealth pilot.
My pilot is blind. He can't see anything. That is a nice car.
What are all the little silver dots on it? What's that?
On a real plane, the finish peels up at the corners.
Yeah.
That was Al's thing anyway. That little, make it more scale looking. That's really how a real P-51 looks. Even one like the Reno ones, after they've painted them, they have those little, it's really silver, not white. These are nice too. Boy, they work out great.
Who's doing
That's
those?
Frank. That's a laser cut.
I know.
And it's paint.
I got them from Tanks.
Okay, yeah, Tackersley I think is the one's doing them.
I didn't know he was still doing it.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Tanks
It looks cool in the air. When you can't imagine when you're flying it, you're so used to seeing a stunt ship and all of a sudden, wow, there's a real plane out there. Very cool. I gotta ask him what kind of controls. He's got 1/8" horns or lucky boxes or what on there. That is pretty.
Only in Vegas.
Only what stays in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Did you ever get that check?
No. No.
I'll give you $10 since you're here.
You can buy pizza.
Buy pizza, that's more than $10.
I know. I didn't think I got to be richer than you.
I know.
But the bar isn't very high.
Al was, I think, a little bit surprised.
Especially with the weight, huh?
Yeah, well, of course, you know, I built some of the components up there. You know, we built the wing and the jig.
Right, right.
And we started the fuselage up there.
Now the fuselage is basically like Al's. It's built on a jig.
Yeah.
You made a jig with laser. Tankersley made the laser parts.
The kit has got, the laser kit has got all of the pockets
just walking along.
to make
Right.
the fuselage jig.
Okay.
It's got all the ribs.
Yeah, when I was up by Al's, I saw how he made one of the other planes. He had the Bearcat, I think. All just drop it in place.
Well, this is actually made from the first laser kit.
Okay.
So the thing is, all the hard stuff is done.
You bet.
Work better if I had one of those black things sticking out the front of it.
Those spinny things. Spinny things.
Loading clusters. Mayonnaise press.
Frank McMillan's Martin Baker.
Time it was just starting to drizzle a little bit. Right when I took off, I figured I'd take off. Then before I could finish my flight, it was coming down in buckets. I mean, it was, you know, just pouring. And then what cracked me up, what ticked me off, was when all the people went under the shade. They couldn't just grab my flight box and carried it back under there with them. Everything was getting soaked. Couldn't have gotten soaked worse and all that. Then, of course, it was just a little profile box.
The only rain I see is on that horizon down there. Wind's coming from this direction. I don't see any rain over there yet. But it could form right over your head sometimes. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you just saw the darkness form right over it. And
Yeah. Well, like I said, just one way to, I'm convinced now, a model airplane.
Oh no, they found. Hey, what's happening, my man? What's happening? What's happening, baby?
Hauling their crap all the way across.
Because where the engine sticks it.
Well, let me show you. Excuse me. That's fine.
I saw that. I was wondering why you, or
this. I had made this as a molding.
Okay.
And I'd made several, and I couldn't figure out how to get the thing down and then put this on top of it, the scoop.
Okay.
Well, Al says you don't do it that way because he'd done several, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
The trick is you take the motor out, you build this first, and then you make
the
the cutout for the thing. Well, as it turns out, this is nothing more than it comes up here, and then it comes up, over, and down. This is nothing but a shell of balsa, 332nd balsa.
All right. Okay.
And then it's held on with the 256s.
You couldn't somehow just.
I tried that. Well, I wanted access to the interior too.
Oh, okay.
See, when the whole thing is open in there with a plastic tank.
Yeah. See, I would have even thought about getting a milling machine.
Oh, and mill those off?
And make them flat. Yeah, like a car engine.
Problem I'm having right now is this.
Now, what is happening up there?
It's somehow it's loosening.
Put blue Loctite on it.
No, it's not. It's not in there. I've Loctited this end. It loosens up in the.
Are you catching it with enough threads? Maybe it's only catching by 2 threads.
That may be, but I can't extend.
Bottoming out.
Or the threads have oil on them, or grease, or both.
Could be.
You what? With some Prepsol or something, alcohol. Take a look at the end of the threads, and it'll catch that, Kent, while he's got it.
No, I got plenty of thread in there, I think.
Okay.
Because if that loosens up, it'll beat itself all up. Now, are those threads nice and dry? I can't tell.
They should be.
Get a Q-tip and some alcohol. Yeah, there's oil on there.
Yeah. You think that's what it is?
Put some alcohol just on the end.
De-wax or degreaser in the car.
You got some Prepsol?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got degreaser right here.
Yeah, the threads are loose. It's a loose fit thread.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, but I need the steel nut. That's the only steel nut I've got. I need the extra weight.
Yeah.
There's plenty of thread.
Yeah,
if you booger this up, I may have an extra steel nut if you have a problem.
Hey Frank, you need something to clean with?
No, I think I've got.
Here's an idea.
You can
You know that plumber's tape, that Teflon tape you can put over?
I'll try that.
Try putting a layer of that.
Yeah, that might even be worth trying. Teflon tape.
That plumber's tape.
Yeah,
You know,
I know what
keeps
you
right in
mean.
the threads.
Yeah.
And it might,
Because you can always take it off if it doesn't work.
That's an even better idea. I'll pick something.
Plumber's tape.
What is it you're trying to solve?
The threads are loose where the spinner goes into the nut. It's got a lot of
and you
play.
can always vary it by how many rounds of tape you put on it.
Yeah.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
All I need to do is find out.
Actually, you don't need plumber's tape. You could put regular tape, Scotch tape.
Yeah, because one
That
thing
could probably
about
work.
Teflon tape is a lot of times when you screw it in, it backs the tape off the threads.
Sometimes it does if
Yeah.
you get too much on.
Yeah.
That may be worth
But
trying.
if
Yeah,
you
I
put
think
it
so.
real
Let me-
tight, you can actually see it get in the threads.
Mm-hmm.
And so you,
Those are old.
That's what you use.
What's the oil?
Synthetics. It's all. Also, I think it's.
Is that exactly the same? Everything is the same?
No.
Prop?
No.
No, he just makes
This
them
is
up.
a-
And I said, oh, that is a word.
I use the Andre Pro. It's different.
Different prop?
Yeah. Does not make a difference. It's just the difference is the ratio with the airplane.
Like, you know, he's gotten a lot of
Is that the one you use?
No. This is like this one. Look like this one.
This is another guys in Ukraine do that.
That's the carbon one, isn't it?
Oh, that's the carbon one?
That's the carbon one.
And really, when you think about it, it sounds like Yogi Bear.
That's what I
Sometimes
use.
that's true, but you know.
Because with this product, it's more reaction. Corner.
This is something that's not on my bucket list.
You know, that depends.
I know. How can you remember religion? You can't.
I took that off the bucket list 4 years ago.
I like.
I only have so much life left.
I was that far away from having one of these.
Yeah.
Right now, I like
You know,
I was standing next to you when we ordered them. We just didn't get
I
them.
never tried with that one.
You know, I just, you know, the more I thought about it, I said, what am I going to do with this? I can't.
You only have so many calories left. You only got so many days left, let alone years. You know, I mean, the reality is, it's like I got 2 motorcycles and I'm looking to buy a 3rd one, and Karen doesn't know it yet. And I'm thinking, how many of these am I going to ride at once? This isn't really going to work out for me.
It don't matter. It's just the fact that you've done it.
Yes.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda,
Two pieces.
I heard that the rest of us have one that's really good, and the other ones are.
Does yours have like mine?
No.
With the lime green, now you can buy lime green and spatulas and toasters and coffee. Lime green and orange.
Something new. And when you put fuel and you prime the engine, you feel that it's more compression.
Oh, it'll lock up.
Yeah. This will look good. Now, I don't know.
Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness.
Is yours heavier, Orestes, or lighter?
Heavier.
Heavier?
That's the problem. I'm not used to having something light.
Yeah, it could be.
No, but it's close, not to maybe too much, maybe 62 ounce. How many ounces?
59 and a half.
I have 62. 61, almost 62.
It's just not so. You can really tell it.
I'm gonna make a couple of flights to watch it.
I'll let you fly it once. I'm not going to fly it. I'm going to fly the other one.
No, Jose is fly and watching. I don't want to fly. I don't want to change my setting.
That's me. I don't want to. Yeah.
Last year almost I broke my airplane for that. I tried to
Yeah, because you get used to your own plane where everything is...
Well, every airplane is different.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it.
Now I changed the probe.
Yeah, oh.
A lot of different.
Oh, totally different.
Show me the Andre probe. Yeah, show me the Andre probe. That's what I'm going to tell you is incredible. Always I use tail weight.
Always tail weight?
Yeah. I get the Andre probe and cut maybe this. No, I say use it with the sun. I put this tip straight.
Okay.
Just with this, the airplane starting turning sharp. I don't know.
Well, you made the prop diameter smaller. Always will turn faster. Oh, it only takes a little bit. Yeah, I understand, but that's a lot. Yeah, but just at the end is a lot. When you move that 1/16 of an inch, that's a lot. That's at the end going around and around.
Like this, and the plane starting turning sharp. I take out the weight.
We'll see. We got all week.
I don't know what's the problem, but when you get 4-second lap, you still have a 4 sound stroke.
It's wide open. Goes to a 2-cycle and stays.
2-cycle?
It's almost. I mean, it's almost like it could be overheating too.
Maybe you have to open the muffler more.
You still got the baffles in the muffler, right?
I've got one. I think it's about an 1/8-inch hole right through the center.
Oh, that won't do anything. Yours has no baffle. I saw yours.
No,
Take it out like a can.
No, I use baffle, but
One baffle or 2?
no, the baffle is like this, you know.
Yeah, one goes this way, one goes that way.
I could in the half. The first one and the second one, the only that I keep completely round is the last one, but the holes between the washer is all the way, you know, all the way.
Okay, so maybe it's just I need to open up the baffle a lot. Open up the muffler.
Take the 1/8 inch hole, make it a 1/4 inch hole, or something like that.
I say that to Yuri when I watch Yuri flying in France. I say, that's not the sound of the original.
But one thing that bothers me,
he made that too.
He did that too.
Yeah.
But 2, 4 ounces of fuel with a muffler like it is. Right now, I would have eight laps after the pattern. It's still using a lot of fuel. If I open up the muffler, that's just going to make it use more.
Yes.
Definitely.
So,
maybe take off one.
That's what it's been. But it changed everything on that thing. It changes. It's just real erratic.
That's the same motor, the same engine?
Exactly.
How many of those engines did you have?
4.
Okay, they're all the same, or one better than all the other ones, or?
All the same.
The same, okay.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with the engine. Never. The only problem is the carbon, in the muffler. Don't everything it up. The muffler. How many flies do you have with this one?
50, 60 flies. It wasn't, when I took it apart, it wasn't.
It wasn't all black inside?
Clogged up, no. It's okay.
That is not secret right here.
We'll try. We'll just have to keep. I just have to keep messing with it. I mean, I'm thinking it's still, like I say, it may be overcompressed and a heat problem. That's why it goes crazy.
You
like
say
that.
run erratic, no stable.
Right, and then if I turn the needle out enough at that point to slow it down, come around outside square, I think it's going to cut off.
And it doesn't do it on insides? Then the tank's out of shim.
Yeah.
Tank's not shimmed right.
And that could be a lot of...
Sure, if you got the tank shim wrong, the side that's wrong on lean, it's going to go too lean and then on too rich on the other side, if you don't have it right.
Yeah,
That's important. That's got to be just right, especially a side-mounted motor, because that more important than an up and down motor.
Exactly.
To get it just exactly right.
We sometimes, I remember we changed the head. What? How you say the head what?
Head shim.
The head shim.
Exactly. But I never do that again. I don't touch that. I remember there was with the first engine. Jose, I like it.
Yeah.
I never touched the engines.
Well, sometimes people touch it and it's working okay and they touch it.
Yeah.
They think that's going to make something different when they should just leave it alone.
Exactly.
And I'm one of those people.
Jose is the guy that he's working good. His engine working good, but anyway, he like, touch the engine.
Yeah. He wants to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, if his is shimmed way different than yours, that could be part of it too.
Well, so you got to take the tank out, and I think elongate the hose because it's the way it's put in, and that's why I thought, well, they're supposed to have flew it, I thought, and it'd be right, but
that doesn't.
That's what I get for.
That's like assuming that the tip weight that's in the plane is right. What happens if you put shorter lines on and it's not right? Lighter line, F2B, you could run any lines you want. Oh, you didn't get it all the way?
Okay.
Let's see how they made this.
Wait, the tank look in the good position.
That looks like where yours is. Pretty close.
No, yeah, pretty close, but it's okay. You don't have choice to put in the tank. upside down and the normal fly the same speed?
Close, real close.
Yeah, close. That's not a problem. The tank. You want to try with the
This isn't doing you a favor having this tube go so low. That should be as close to the center as possible.
Why you don't use a
filter?
Filter.
I took the filter out because I thought maybe that was giving me some problems. I filter the fuel before I put it in, so.
Yeah. And you get pressure inside the tank. The tank is everything is sealed. It's okay, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You tried it.
I've tried that. No tank leaks. Of course, I hadn't put it underwater because I don't want to.
Well, you're not running on pressure, so it won't matter if you got a leak.
When you move the needle, you close and you open, you feel that work is perfect. You know?
Oh, you mean responsive?
Respond perfect. The RPMs go up and down when you close.
Close. Good enough. You know, where I don't think there's
I don't use those guys. They look like, well, this is.
That's a Super Tiger that I just had to extend.
That's Super Tiger, no? They look like the originals.
The what?
They look like the originals assembled bulb of the. I know this is a Super Tiger, but
it looks like the.
Looks like the
yeah, but no,
You want to try one of mine? You can put chain. It's right there. You don't have to take off the engine. To put, I have the needle. I got everything.
Well, if you don't want to fly it, then I mean, you know, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe later, but I don't want to fly it before the contest.
No. After the contest, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Now, what's going to happen? If he flies it, it'll run perfect, and you're going to kick yourself in the ass on the way home.
That's what I'm afraid of. It's going to run perfect.
Exactly. It's like telling a mechanic, yeah, the car makes this noise, you bring it in,
and it
doesn't make the noise.
Only difference is the needles. That's it. Everything is the same. Okay. Now the tank problem, nothing like that.
Now do what now?
Do you feel that the erratic problem is when the engine is running? Is the problem with the engine, or you feel it's a problem with the fuel or tank or something like that?
A combination of what I'm doing, the fuel or plug.
Don't work like my engine. No, don't like that. Sometimes when I flow in the wind, when the wind is strong and the engine I go down, you know, reach.
I don't know.
And that's good. When sometimes when the motor go down, you know, dive, it's good that the engine getting reach, the speed getting slow.
Keeps it from going too fast.
Look, don't work like that. Listen.
Well, you still could try taking and getting rid of some of the back pressure, Kent. That sounds like that's a no-brainer, and nothing bad's going to happen. It's going to run cooler and everything when you do that. Yeah, when you slip with that screwdriver, it puts a nice hole in the plane.
Oh, I changed my glass last week. Look like now, high engines, Hosea 3, 4.
And they're all the same?
Yeah. Always when I put the new engine, it's perfect. No problem.
No difference.
The only that I do, I tell you, is I open the muffler, I change the
needle valve.
The needle valve. The assembly complete. I use the PA one.
Yeah, the Randy. Yeah.
More precision, because sometimes when I close, it open inside. I don't know what's.
Well, that's all stuff that's easy to change, though. That's not.
But two, he flies in 70, 75 degree weather. A lot of this flying was done in 40 degree weather.
No, but when I talking to you,
should be better if you flew it in cold, cooler weather.
When I talking to you, I try in 50.
It should be better.
Yeah, it should be better, exactly.
It should be better. It's going to get worse on a hot day.
You remember when I emailed you, I say I never fly before 70 degrees, only right here? I try with 50 degrees in Miami in the cool weather and route perfect. Perfect, no problem. Maybe better.
What temperature was it at the World Championships? Same, 70?
Yeah.
Pretty much, like here, same?
Like here.
Similar, okay.
Yeah, similar. I don't, that was good experience for me. You remember when you told me one day, Orestes, you have problem with your controls, you remember? Was too loose? Okay, I use that to loose because I want to use that. I feel better when I fly like that.
Okay.
When I get France, between 3 turbulence, horrible. The airplane move for whatever it want to move.
So now you like it better where it's tight?
Exactly.
We had the
Wasn't better right here.
flaps was here, elevators, he had bias in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wasn't better here, but no, in the
Not in
turbulence.
France.
No.
This is, I know, you thought it was a porta potty. This is Wendy's carbon fiber seat, beautifully handcrafted.
It is nice looking.
And his look at that foam.
Yeah.
I know.
That's $100 worth of foam.
It's crazy, isn't it?
layers in here.
It's layers.
I like those lines.
Now it fits my ass like a T.
Well, you said you couldn't get
So
it.
did you make a mold?
Well, let me
of
see
your
if it fits
ass?
your. Woo!
You were having trouble.
That is perfect.
Wait, I didn't lean in it. Let me
Where's
see if I
Brett
can
Buck?
lean
Let's see if it fits his behind.
I found a place online and he called the guy. So.
I called the guy, but now to attach this with Velcro is no big deal. I can take care of that, as long as when this gets flipped over, it's not 1/4 of an inch thick.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you staple it, glue it, hot glue it, but as long as this is smooth, because what I'll do is put some edging of some kind of foam here, so that when this gets flipped, I still can move it, just pull it up off the Velcro ever so little.
Yeah.
Probably not more than 1/4 of an inch is all. But I wanted you to have the base plate just to see how this goes together. And there's no rush in this because I have the seat that came with the bike. So I don't need this afternoon or anything.
There's some work in this.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Did a nice job.
Now, the other part is, Karen, hold the foam. This is the material you gave me at Brodex.
Okay.
I had no finish on here at all. I sanded back down into the carbon to see no fisheye issues at all. This material. So I'm wondering if I got that other material is just getting too old. I don't know.
If anything's affected, it's the catalyst, and you'd see black grainy shit in it.
No, I'm wrong. I used the fisheye killer you gave me.
Well, that's
So that may have cured the whole problem.
Yeah.
But I don't see any fish eyes. This needs to get block sanded out because I got to run up here.
See if it's my butt.
See if it fits your ass. Pretty good.
Now, he didn't put that there for me.
It's comfortable.
I have a little butt.
Let's all take turns sitting on Wendy's seat.
It's like that because we have testicles.
We do?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I keep mine in the vault at home. I'm going to have to edit this out. Jesus.
You bet you will.
That's like the guy in the bar that says, I'll bet anybody in the bar that between the bartender and me, we got 5 nuts.
Oh, here I go. I got to edit this out. I got to shut this off. Elaine is Girls Gone Wild.
Elaine did it in a 33 Ford.
And did you bring vinyl samples with you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's going to be black, of course. There's only one color.
Did this back in here and it said the 34 on it.
That's beautiful. And she did all the headliners, the stitching?
I built all this in here by hand and
Yeah.
formed it all.
Beautiful.
She did all the sewing. This is a pickup box off of a 50 Chevy pickup I've been working on. This is an S10 box, and I grafted.
That's a nice color. That'd be a nice color for a sunshine.
The 50 Chevy rear fenders on, cut them down. Then I built the taillights, rear pan, welded the tailgate in, put the gold leaf and stuff on. Now I've got the fenders and the body and stuff to do. It's been chopped. I've done a lot of work on it.
Is that a pearlescent color?
Yeah, this is a Lamborghini color.
Oh, that's the orange. Yeah, we got a Lamborghini dealer right by our house.
It's the orange pearl. It's a 50 Chevy.
It's on my bucket list, but not Karen's.
I gotta have a picture of your carrier. So this week, I'll get a picture of your carrier.
Works perfect. I got it on video.
That's a lot better than mine. You can't get a third one in. Or you could, I
Sure you
guess.
can.
You took all that crap out of there and...
Well, but I have 2 seats. I still can carry 4 people or a lot of luggage. That's what I got to be able to do.
See, I got
Kent's is better than mine, though. If you look at Kent, it's the same car. Kent's is better, but this works for me better because the two planes I have, I can get the bombers in here. And if I can't get the bombers in, I don't want to make another rack when I want to fly the bombers. You know what I mean?
I got a rack, but I have to put one plane in, then I set the rack over the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
And I didn't think about doing it this way. This looks real good.
Well, you got to have the rack on an angle. See, in other words, if you want to look at it from here, where the seats are in.
Yeah.
You see what I do? This rubber band holds. Otherwise, you're listening to this. So you got a tuning fork here.
Right.
And then up here, the whole thing is up here. There's two zip ties.
Right.
That goes on a handle. That holds it. You go out here with wire cutters. In 30 seconds, I can have it out of the car.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to use it to carry stuff. But I copied Kent's thing, and I couldn't make it work the way he did. But his actually is better. I like his better. But this works for me.
Well, I'm adapting.
You got the same car, similar car?
No, I got a Saturn View.
But it's the same thing. You got a box in the back to
Yeah.
fill up with planes.
Yeah, and I got no way to. I got less room than you got. But,
Yeah, but you can always work with it.
yeah, I can.
When there's a will, there's a way.
I can manipulate that to make it work.
And just as predicted, the rain is coming, baby. The rain is on the way. So this is unusual. They voted to go to Pizza King for lunch. Wow. I've been voted down. I don't think they're open. Can you imagine that Pizza King isn't open today?
There's a Pizza Hut near the hotel.
Okay, so they don't open till 3. We got to go to the big one. We go to the big one. We must have pizza. How can they not be open till 3 o'clock?
Is the other one we're going to a Pizza King?
Yeah, same exact thing. There's two of them within a block of each other, a couple of blocks. That's where Goat Woman was. Goat Woman was in the.
I was hoping not to have other pizza.
Maybe Goat Woman is there at the other one.
Pizza King is so.
I think we're not going to have pizza today. No, they're not open either. This is amazing. In the town of Muncie, you can't buy a pizza till 3 o'clock. This is sacrilegious. Look at this. We finally found one that's open. We got to drive all over. A man can't come to Muncie without having Pizza King for lunch. Pizza in the rain. And maybe fireworks tonight. Who knows? And we get Bob Brookins his vinyl sample book so we can pick out some seat cover material for the R1.
This is nice. Has a little bit of texture to it.
Yeah, you want something with a lot of texture would be good.
Okay, let's see. There's several.
A lot of blacks to choose from there?
Oh yeah, there's lots of them.
All right, we'll do it back at the hotel. It's still raining, as predicted. Rain, go away. We're all gonna head back to the hotel.
I like this one.
Yeah.
It's the amazing Noel Drindak, yes.
Yeah, but the odds of that one and everybody survived, which was great.
Yeah.
Hey, Noel.
And actually, very good mattress. We have, you know, the Craftmatic bed. We have, company's called A-Bed. They make the beds for Craftmatic. So our bed, you push the button.
Doesn't look real promising.
Okay.
So,
All right, Gene, what secret stuff's going on here
Nothing.
that you're willing to share with the proletariat?
Not,
What are you trying to do?
gonna cut a prop.
Don't you know the easy way?
How's that? Put it on your plane and
Put it on your plane and have Kent launch it for you. That trims off the blade. Any diameter. You need a little smaller. 2 flights.
I had.
Where's Kent?
I had a real nice 3-blade.
Had. The key word here is had. It's like
I know.
listen, it's like my $10 check that he owes me.
Yeah.
It's the check I had.
And the wind shifted, taking off on the stooge, and it goes.
Oh.
It was 12 and a half.
Then it's 12.
And a quarter.
Now it's a 40 prop. Now it's a 30 prop.
It's 12 and a quarter. And it works.
Guess they work better. I've had them do that.
Sure, they work better, especially if you get the blades uneven.
Oh yeah.
Then they're really good. And there's plenty of hairs hanging out the end. That's what makes them really go good.
That cleans up the tip vortices. Cleans the air up off the tips.
So let me see what you're doing. You're just putting a scratch. Now how are you going to get that material off with a file? What's the hot tip? Zona. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut partially through on both ends.
Should always grind it off. That's always 1,000 times better. You know that, right? I don't have to tell you that. I showed you how to make a prop. I shouldn't have to teach you these things. Zona saw is not a good idea. Zonas make splits.
I know Zona makes splits. You do
Now
not
watch, I'm
cut-
going to show him how to ruin a perfectly good prop.
You do not cut all the way.
Here goes
through.
the end of his finger off. Bye-bye fingernails. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Why did you take your camera and put it?
Come on,
See,
come on,
you
come
know
on.
Eric?
Come on. Of course I know him. Just let's see how you can. I'm so impressed
At what?
that you're doing your own prop. Now that the new rule is in effect that the man must make his own prop from scratch.
Oh, is
Kind of thins the herd. All these biplane boys.
Yeah.
Hell with the builder of a model. Just make your own prop and you can buy the plane.
There you go.
Now let me ask you, why aren't you grinding that off?
Because I left my grinder home.
No, you have a battery-powered Dremel tool with the disc sander and a hose clamp, and you can do it to a chair leg. You can do it to anything.
Would you like to do it?
No, but I'm telling you, this is why.
No,
this is why props
why
split.
don't you do it and then
It's going to be on the video. You're the poster boy for if this thing comes off in flight.
You never did anything. You never did anything with that buffing.
Sure, I did.
Did you?
I made you world famous.
You never sent me a prototype. You know. I was gonna say
Listen,
prototype.
you're a concourse winner.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You think they could take a prop that looks so desperately pretty from the front and do a better job of the back?
Why?
No, that's not. Don't you know how they make that? That's not made to how you think it is. This is not resin up here. This is a coating.
Oh, is it?
Sure.
Like a
And this
gel
is how they balance the prop.
They just put a layer of cloth
Yeah.
on it. And
Yeah. In
gel
other words,
it.
the prop comes out of the mold. It doesn't look like this. It looks like this. So now to get it balanced, this is usually UV protection and polyurethane. Right? Of course, right.
Do your method since you're.
Of course, right. Hey, I knew this stuff before you guys knew how to ask the question. So, he doesn't make his own prop? Tell Time Rabbit. They go into the advanced class. Experts only.
Where's my drummer tool? Where'd you hide my drummer tool?
All right, so he still needs some work on the mold, that's for sure. I sent him my videos. How'd you like that 16-inch 4-blade prop I made, huh? Not like this. This is toy for a little boy. This is not Spartacus prop.
I was watching your video.
This is for Jean Martin.
Hey,
And now he's going to take it
I was
out.
watching your video. You laid your prop in like
Right,
that. You filled
exactly.
in the bottom with Bondo.
That's right.
Right? Then you wax. You
PVA to prop first.
I know that.
Right.
Then you sprayed primer on, sanded it down, waxed it,
Wax it, PVA it.
and poured on top.
Right.
What are you laying up in? On the bottom?
Sure.
Didn't work for me.
If you try to make, here's the thing, if you try to make, you can do it a lot of different ways, of course, but that way is idiot proof. That way you'll always get a prop. There'll never be a time you don't get a
The
prop.
problem I had with that, it didn't leave any edges on to hold your material.
I'd have to see the mold, but you did something.
I mean, it was perfectly flat.
Okay. No, you don't want it flat. You want a little bit of an angle down.
Well, yeah, I had the angle down.
Mm-hmm.
But you have the bottom of the blade, you're looking at that, and there was no wall or edges around. You understand what I'm talking about?
If you got a reject prop, send it to me and let me look at
like
it.
a lip. There wasn't a lip sticking up. Because to me it looked like that you were laying the...
Yeah, but see, if you're really going to make a production mold, when you have the prop in there like this, you make the edge as flat as can be.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that when you pull a mold apart, the two surfaces come together.
Yeah.
No, but you don't want them to come together. Because you want to have a place for the extra thing to go. If that resin can't go anywhere, you're going to have a prop with with 3 washboards.
And anyway, I modified it, and we got a good prop.
You got any props out of it yet that you can use? That's the whole key.
I'm using it on my airplane right now.
Here's where these are wrong too. You see how they made the hubs on this? See how big it is?
That's ridiculous. This is
Oh yeah.
Well, this is more like the ones I have. You don't even need this. I got mine cut more than this. I'll show you the last batch I made. I got a bunch of 3 blades.
These are metal.
Well, but they're production props. I mean, this guy's got $1 million worth of tooling to make that prop. Gene and I don't want to pop for that $1 million.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to change it tomorrow. You make a mold that expensive, you better have that prop right. If you get this and you want one a little different, we just make another mold.
Yeah.
And a can of Bondo for $4. And you're done.
Where do you get Bondo for $4? Oh, the pint can.
Yeah, pint.
Yeah.
That's all. I need a pint to make a prop mold.
Yeah.
And polyester resin, I always got 5-gallon buckets of around. So
Yeah, that works nice.
that is nice stuff, huh?
Yeah, that was a good thing with the. See if Randy has a pair of pliers, please.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, I'm glad that video helped you out a little bit. Anyway, even a small amount. These are beautifully made, like the RC ones, the Meslings. Beautifully made. But again, you know how much money they got tied up in tooling here? This is probably $10,000. And these have the gigantic hub, which you can take care of yourself. Yeah. But it's still better than having no props at all, that's for sure. Now, a lot of guys have those videos you have, and several of them already made props, so I know they're good, they're usable.
He said, well, these do.
Yeah. Yes, they will.
Now, what are you going to do, cut that?
No.
See, don't cut it. Don't you have a grinder? A flat grinder.
I'm going to go on the edge.
No, the best, okay, that's the second choice, but the best thing is a stone. You don't have one. See, when you cut with a Zona saw, if you look at this under a microscope, you're splitting it. You're tearing it apart.
I never cut all the way through.
Or even in the worst of all worlds, use an L file.
And when I do my own props, I go in the sander.
Right, the sander is the way to. And this, if you don't have 2 guys in the room, hose clamp it to a chair leg.
Only cuts mine on his own side.
Yeah, it's only yours.
It's yours.
Is this your plane over here?
No.
Or is that Gene's?
This is the one that, you remember I took the wing off 2 years ago?
This is yours, Gene?
Yeah, you remember I took half.
How come it doesn't have a shitload of inclines all over it?
Because that's a rebuild.
You're a coward.
You remember out here, I was flying at Ball State, and I took half.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That's the airplane.
Oh, okay. I never got to see that plane. You were on your way home before I got here.
No, you were here. You were.
That's right. I met you in the hall. That's right. You're right.
Yeah. That's the rebuild.
Correct.
It's a foam wing, and it's a built-up half of the outboard wing is a built-up panel.
Wow.
He knows his stuff. This guy is somebody special. I can't look at this. He's going to cut his finger off. I'm going to be rushing him to the hospital. Here we go. He's going in the bathroom. Secret stunt stuff. This is how this day is degenerated. We're all sitting around and Joe found a pot of free coffee. And we're all sitting here drinking black coffee. But Charlie Reeves is going to bring in his big job. I hope. He went out in the rain. I hope he comes back. I hope he isn't going to the movies.
Big job.
Big job.
Maybe he'll do his big job out.
I could make mine. I could make that pornographic. And with you, it's an automatic porno thing.
I used to have a big job.
That'd be funny. You make it big job and then cross out big and put almost big.
Let's do it all on black.
Let me see Charlie's plane. Oh. Can we get some spotlights here? Where do we have good lighting?
Let's go over there to the table.
Yeah. Oh, you got the covers on it and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I looked at this last year, but I didn't get enough footage of it to really look at it.
And lift detractors.
Let me see if I can turn the lights on here.
I bet you can.
Kent, where's the light switch? Barry, you're a crook. See if we can find a light switch. Just climb over the bar where you're not supposed to be. Didn't you ever rob a car? Come on, go. God, these young kids, they have no... Turn that thermostat down, I'm hot. Where's the light switch?
Right here's light.
Right here.
Right on the floor.
Okay, no, but I want to interview them. Wait a minute. It's got to be a real... Look at this. They got us. They're trying to save money on air conditioning. There's got to be switches. Charlie, hang on 1 second. We had to figure out how to illegally turn on the lights here. Here comes the big job. Now, actually, this is the plane I want to build for VSC.
That's why.
Now, let me move the move this back. Now, this was on the cover of Stunt News. I was really impressed. I love this.
Stunt News.
See, I'm not real. Here's the deal. I'm not real familiar with the plane, but I saw Keith's fly enough, and it's a good choice because I have to make it a take-apart plane. So that's really no big deal. Now, did the real one have aluminum landing gear like that?
He had.
Okay, but would they make a big stink if you made this out of carbon fiber?
No.
I mean, that's no big. Painted silver, even. They wouldn't even.
All you got to do is have the wheels in the right location.
Yeah, you can't put wing gear in it.
Right.
I get the idea.
Now, Wendy, I called you and I asked you about the Brodak paint, but I've had trouble with it. Look at these.
Yeah, I could tell you what you did. I don't even have to look.
And look at this. It's bubbling down the top of the fuselage. It's bubbling right down this seam here where I glued the top block on. It's bubbling.
No, okay, so tell me what the finish is. Tell me every step of the finish.
Okay. I haven't stripped this off to see where the bubble is. But I read the guys in Texas were using this polyacrylic water-based urethane.
Okay.
To put down glass cloth.
Okay.
So I put the glass cloth on the fuselage and tail surfaces.
Before you put the finish.
Yes, that went on to bare wood.
Okay.
Then I went on with.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. Then I went on with nitrate dope.
Okay.
On top of that because it sticks better than butyrate.
Okay. We're just playing some
And
video
then
games.
I went on with butyrate color.
PlayStation 2.
And the clear is a polyurethane automotive clear.
What are you flying?
Okay. So in essence, you've got 9 different products on the plane.
Shark? Oh, I got it.
And I don't even have to tell you. You know that's the problem. The question's already been answered.
The first thing that happened is this is where the block ended, and I had a plug on the front right here. That was a glue joint, and it bubbled up right across the first mats I brought it to.
But follow through with me. If you had done this, balsa wood, 3 coats of clear, silk span, 3 coats of clear, some filler or no filler, and then Brodak dope, all butyrate, and Brodak clear, the discussion changes from what did you do wrong to the product rather than the product is wrong. You have 2 incompatible products.
Okay.
And there's no question about it. That is definitely the answer. Now, to prove it to yourself, if you refinish this, pull a piece of this up and do a delamination test. Just look under a glass or a loop, and you'll see wherever the Brodak begins and ends, that's where it delaminates. But the Brodak products don't delaminate.
Well,
unless Bob could. Where's Bob? He could confirm this. The only thing, if you've ever sanded a fillet, all bets are off. As soon as you put sandpaper to a fillet, you're not going to get a bond to it. The silicone in the sandpaper makes it that you never. I'm not saying it exactly right. Bob just helped me out. I had fisheye parts with carbon fiber. But in other words, if you put the Aeropoxy light on rough, put the Brodak primer on that, and then sand the primer, there's absolutely no way you can make that wrong. It can't. But when you get creative with it, there's no end to what can go wrong.
Okay.
I mean, it's just that. I don't even know the right answer. Without sounding like an idiot or something.
Well, I've got another one of these built, and it's finished to the point of clear coat now.
All Brodak or with polyurethane and...
I will have the polyurethane clear coat over it.
Okay.
Because I like the fuel resistance of that. But what has happened, this point right here.
Oops.
Hit it again, Charlie.
Oh, I hit it a whole lot worse than that Wednesday. Right here, I got a big bubble.
Steve wants you.
And I started,
Hey,
and this is in the yellow.
Right.
After I painted it, about 2 weeks, no, several weeks after I painted it, all of a sudden, bubble popped up here. So,
But in other words, it's like a bologna sandwich. Is it bread to bread, bread to jelly, jelly? Bob, when you have, now Bob's a pro painter, so I get information from him. But what I'm saying, whenever you have a bubble somewhere in the matrix of material, something isn't sticking to something.
Yeah, released.
You've got to, now I don't know what they define that as in the body shop. I define it as it's delamination.
Delamination.
If you now you told me if you're sanding a fillet with sandpaper, and let's say your fingertip happens to touch it, now when you sand it, you're pressing that in. There's no way you ever get that out. That's in for good. Rubber gloves help, but they don't eliminate the problem 100%.
The reason so many people have trouble with these areas is when they paint something, it builds up so much paint in there.
yeah.
And it doesn't dry as fast as the rest of the paint does, so it doesn't
Yeah.
flash out.
Mhm.
So then it dries like a mud hole. The top dries
Top
first.
dries, bottom is
Bottom
still,
dries and starts
top
pulling.
shrinks,
Yeah.
Right.
pulls the bottom away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
On the one I've got built at home now, I got this bubble right here. So I got out some rough, tough sandpaper, 80 grit, on a piece of dowel, and I started working that down. The yellow paint peeled up. So, and it felt like rubber when I was sanding it.
Okay, it means it didn't have enough thinner.
Yeah. So I took it off back down to the fillet, and I sprayed some yellow on there till I got a yellow match with an airbrush.
You know, this is dope you're painting
This
now?
is dope, Brodak, yeah, Brodak yellow. And I got it painted. Hey, that looks good, man. So 2 days later, I go back and look at it, and it's got spots on it. So I take an X-Acto knife, number 11 blade, and I cut, punch.
Turn it into a pin cushion.
Yeah.
Put CA in
CA'd
it, and rub it with a paper towel.
Yeah, I did. That's what I did. So I started spraying again, got it all on there. 3 or 4 days, up it popped again. So I took it all the way back down to the fillet again, and the yellow, I had 2 coats of yellow on there, you know, two series of yellow. One series just peeled off completely, left the yellow underneath, so the yellow didn't stick to the yellow. Then I said, okay, I'm going to do this different. And I had it all masked off, so I came back with my airbrush and I went pss, 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 waited for 4 hours.
Okay.
Came back, pss, 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 waited for 4 hours. I did that 5 times. And now it looks like I've got it stuck down.
Okay.
And I'm not going to put clear dope on it. I'm going to put the clear polyurethane because the dope shrinks and I get fuel running on the airplane. And I hate it. But anyway, I think I've got it down now.
But let me, and if Bob disagrees, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because Bob and I don't agree on everything, of course. Anytime you say the word airbrush and delamination in the same sentence, that's always the biggest contributing factor. Airbrushing means it went on very dry. Does that make sense?
If it's too dry, it won't stick either.
Yep. No, let's start at the beginning. Things that cause delamination. You got the mechanical cure of not sanding between coats. You put on a coat, a coat, a coat, a coat.
Well,
but nothing is making a tooth.
Okay, I did.
Even if you just took a scratch it.
I took some 120
Okay.
and wrapped it around the end of my finger and just rubbed it enough with that 120 to take any dry dust off of it. And then,
What do you use for your fillets?
well, these fillets right here, my Aero epoxy light had dried up in the cans. My epoxy light had dried up in the cans, so I used 30-minute epoxy and microballs.
Okay.
On this one.
One thing that I've tried and have been fairly successful using after you've done your fillets, make sure they're good and cured, that the epoxy is cured out of them and all the resins, okay? Sand them good, and if you can get someplace, you can get a can of automotive lacquer primer, not spray can, but a can of it. Take that, thin it, and brush it. One coat, let it flash out good, brush another coat. Then sand that paint on it. Usually that will really give you some good adhesion.
Well, I talked to Lou Wolgast at the VSC a year ago. And he said that he has been using on his fillets this etching primer.
Okay, self-etching primer?
Yeah. He said he coats the